Hello, my name is Kevin Hagan. I'm an attorney and a member of the Southern and Middle Districts of the United States Bankruptcy Court. At our law firm, we handle bankruptcy cases. What I'd like to explain is what to expect at a 341 meeting of creditors. In a Chapter 7 341 meeting of creditors, as it is titled, the creditors can actually show up to question the debtor about the petition. What typically happens is that you receive a notice after you file the bankruptcy case, which tells you when and where your 341 meeting will be. The 341 is a section of the Bankruptcy Code. In there, it refers to the process of having this meeting. When you arrive at court, normally we suggest that you appear a few minutes early. You'll have the opportunity perhaps to hear some other cases and the questions that are asked in those cases, so you may feel more comfortable. The typical questions are similar in all of these cases because most cases are filed in the same fashion if it's as an individual or joint debtor Chapter 7 liquidation case. So most people will be going through the same process and the questions should be similar in nature. When you arrive at the courthouse, typically you have to leave everything in your car other than bringing in your driver's and social security card. After you pass through typically a metal detector to get through the courthouse showing your identification, you'll go to the room which was provided on the notice that you received after you filed the bankruptcy case. When you attend the meeting and you arrive at the room, you'll be there typically with some other people waiting for their case to be called. When your case is called, you'll step up to a desk where the bankruptcy trustee sits, normally with a computer, a laptop that they can carry with them, and sometimes with the files if they're not in their laptop computer. With their laptop computer, they can review your petition, your schedules, and the documentation you would have provided prior to that 341 meeting. The 341 meeting should be a fairly quick and simple process. Typically, the questions that are asked are about the bankruptcy petition, such as the accuracy of your assets that you've listed, the debts that you listed, and some questions pertaining to those matters. The questions typically begin by asking if you reviewed your bankruptcy petition to make sure and ensure that you've checked for the validity of the answers in the petition. They'll double check, of course, your identity to make sure that you are the person that you say. So they'll check your driver's license and social security card. They'll ask you for your address and to confirm that information. After that, they'll go through the bankruptcy petition to review the assets that you have, such as your real estate if you own any houses, for example, and vehicles if you own any vehicles, bank accounts, and those types of assets that you may have listed in your petition. They'll ask you about your debts to make sure that they're valid and that you've listed them and you've named all of your creditors in the bankruptcy case. Since it is a meeting of creditors, the bankruptcy hearing may include the creditors and their opportunity to sit down at the desk with you while the trustee is asking questions and then ask you some questions as well. The process should normally only take 5 or 10 minutes because there are so many cases that are set at the same time and even during the same period of time that your case would be set as well. So the process should be fairly simple, and before you know it, your hearing would be over and the trustee will report back to the judge what he finds, and if he finds that everything is fine, normally they'll issue a report of no distribution and then your case would proceed, whereby you should receive your discharge within 90 days after you file the case. If you have any questions about the meeting of creditors, we don't mind answering the questions and helping you. We'd be more than happy to assist in any way we can. So if you're confused, concerned about what you may face at this 341 meeting of creditors, give us a call at our office. Toll free is 888-55-REACH or local 954-987-0515. And you can visit us online, as always, at hagenlawfirm.com or our bankruptcy website at dischargeit.com. We look forward to helping you however we can. Thank you.